Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Forgot what I was going to say next. I'm just This is like the perfect episode of us talking
Yes.
about what we're going to talk about because we are both tired. But welcome back to another episode to the Moms. I'm your host Amaris, and we have
Mm-hmm.
Kathy here as well.
Hello.
I guess before we start talking about our topic, how was
Mm-hmm.
your week? I feel like you and I stopped communicating on a daily basis to share on the podcast.
But I also think we've just been so busy and tired that we just
That
don't have
too.
time to text. So
Yeah.
literally I've been so bad with like texting friends, texting, calling my mom. Like I've just been so busy. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
spent a lot of time on my phone if I'm being honest.
Oh, that's good.
Well, yeah, but you know. Uh, Grayson has actually been a little sick this week.
Okay.
It started last weekend when I stayed over at my mom's, but he's just had this like horrible cough.
Mm.
But he's finally feeling a lot better. Um, and yeah, we've just been battling sleep over here, so that's been great. What about
Yeah.
you?
Let's see. Well, it was the last week of February. Honestly, this week felt so long.
Well, also
Like
too,
so
like
long.
haven't you been like solo parenting a little bit now that Abraham has been
Oh,
going
yes, I
into
have. I
the
forgot about
office?
that. Yeah. So now he's been going into the office once a week.
Yeah.
So last week he had to, go in the office again.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think preparing for solo parenting and then the day after from solo parenting,
It's a lot.
it's a lot because it's like,
Even just
okay,
one day, it takes you out.
yeah, it does. It does. And like thankfully this week for solo parenting and moving forward up until he has to go back to
Mm-hmm.
Virginia, it's not bad. Like he is here before bedtime. So then he's able to do the bedtime routine. I'm making sure I'm showered, I pick up the toys, I do something so that it's like
Mm-hmm.
good. I'm still trying to figure out a routine that works so that like my kitchen is clean and then Abraham can pick up the toys from the living room
Okay, yeah.
and I'm doing self-care for myself at bedtime. I'm still trying to figure that out.
That's okay. You just started, so give yourself some
Yeah.
grace.
Yeah.
It'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just want to say, like, shout out to all the single moms who are doing everything because
Yes.
I rely on my husband so much. I mean, as
Mhm.
I should, he's the
Yeah.
other parent, but
Right.
I just can't imagine like the
Mhm.
days he doesn't do so much traveling these days, but there are days where he'll go out like travel for the day, like how
Right.
Abraham did. And even that's really hard, like him being gone for 6-7 hours,
Mhm.
having to do everything. Like it takes you out. It takes you out.
Yeah. Yeah. So seriously, shout out to you guys. Also shout out to like
Seriously.
the moms with more than 2 kids because like I
Yo.
I only have two. I can imagine solo parenting more than
How?
two. It's like how do you not bang
No,
your
you
head against the wall?
you guys are legit super moms.
For real. I mean, we're all
I
super
mean, we
moms,
are,
but
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you're
But
super duper. You know what?
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
Super duper
like, like,
mom.
like y'all deserve a medal because
Yeah.
let me tell you, I have one, and
Yeah.
it's
It's
it's like
like
what? I can't.
okay.
Yeah. But do
But
you
yeah.
want to tell the listeners what our hot topic is today?
Yes, our hot topic is, co-sleeping, bed sharing,
Yeah,
sleep routine, how
everything
sleep
sleep.
is, yeah, everything sleep.
Also, sleep for us as
Yeah.
moms, like after
Mhm.
having kids and what that's like.
Yeah. Yeah, so just the topic is sleep.
The
Are
topic sleep.
are you getting some sleep? I'm not getting some sleep.
Bitch, I ain't sleeping. I do want to quickly give a shout out to Mind Over Moms because I want to say this topic was slightly inspired by their recent
Oh yeah.
episode. They released an episode, I think it was late January,
Yeah.
on the topic of sleep. They did have like an expert on their episode, but it just made me thinking. I don't know if you listened to that episode.
I did.
Thought it was really
Mhm.
good. I learned some
Yeah.
really good tips, but it kind of sparked something in me. I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
we need to talk about sleep because
Yeah.
it's such a it might be a touchy subject for a lot of moms,
Yeah.
I feel like,
Mhm.
especially with co-sleeping because we both have
Yeah.
experience with that.
Mhm. Yeah. I do wanna say sometimes sleeping experts
Mhm.
or just sleep advice just doesn't work for me because
Same.
the number one thing
Mhm.
that it comes down to is, are you ready? It doesn't matter whether the
Yes.
child is ready.
Yeah.
Are
Are you
you
ready?
ready? And I remember that was like one of the things in that episode that they said, like the
I
parent
know.
has to be ready. And I was like, well, I'm not
That was
ready.
the one thing
So
I took away from that episode too, because it's like,
yeah.
well, okay, if something's working for you, then great. Like if you know, if
Right.
you're co-sleeping and it's working, kudos to you. Like that's
Right.
great. Like
Right.
who, you know, just do what works for your family. But if it's affecting you, like you as the parent, and you're not getting
Mhm.
sleep and you're struggling, then something has to change, you know. That's
Right.
when
Yeah.
you need a little bit of intervention.
Do you want to give an update on your sleep situation or how
Yeah.
I know in the past we like briefly talked about how we got into like co-sleeping.
Yeah, we can talk about
Um
that.
yeah.
So I guess we
Okay.
can quickly touch on the topic of co-sleeping because that's something that Amaris and I both have experience in
Mhm.
our motherhood journey. So I know
Mhm.
for me that literally, I don't even want to say the minute we brought Grayson home from the hospital, that boy was a bad
Right.
sleeper at the hospital since he came out of the womb. Okay, bad sleeper, bad, bad.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been getting sleep since I had my C-section.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
He's always been a bad sleeper. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know I'm a bad sleeper. I wake up, I'm a very light sleeper, and he's the same way. When we brought him home from the hospital, I was very much like, we're going to put him in the bassinet. I was very strict about it because I just, up until that point, I had done so much research on safe sleep, and I was just very paranoid. You know, I
Mhm.
didn't want to risk anything. I was like, okay, we're gonna put him in the bassinet. I was very strict about it, but then he wouldn't sleep. And then I remember one night, which I probably had mentioned on here before, and I had mentioned to you, Amaris, he had thrown up and he was like almost like choking, and
Yeah.
ever since that night, I was like, oh fuck no. Fuck no.
Right.
Like I'm
Right.
gonna have him sleep next to me.
Mhm.
So we co-slept um until present day, y'all. Um but it's been affecting me because I
Right.
haven't been able to sleep. I've had
Mhm.
major anxiety around the whole sleep thing. Um
Yeah.
I'm one of those crazy moms that like sometimes I'm up watching my kid. If my kid is sick, if he's going through if he's teething, I'm watching him making sure that he's breathing. And
Yeah.
you know how much anxiety that causes? The
Mhm.
night terrors. It's like, oh
Mm.
my
Yep.
god, it's so much the teething. But lately I was like, you know what? I really need to not sleep train, but I guess in a sense, like I have to teach him how to
Have a healthy sleep
have a
routine.
healthy sleep routine. Yes. And
Mhm.
and that's what we've been trying to do as of the day before yesterday. So as of Friday,
Mhm.
I got Grayson a big boy bed. So that's pretty exciting. I got him a
Yeah.
big boy bed. It's full size and it's in his room. It's a floor bed and it's kind of gated. It's like one of those Montessori style beds, and I'm sure you guys
Mhm.
know what I'm talking about. Got him that. It's been in his room for a while. So for a whole week we kind of just brought him in the room, brought him on the bed. He was getting excited about it. Like we would put toys there and
Mhm.
his book. So every night, even for a little bit, we would get him in the bed just to kind of get him used to it. Cause I didn't
Yeah.
want to like completely start this, this
Right.
transition so fast. So Friday night, I was successfully able to put him down. So what I did, I do have to sleep next to him because that's the only way that he'll fall asleep.
Mhm.
And he still takes not a bottle, but a sippy cup. He still drinks
Yeah.
milk at night.
Yeah.
Don't come at me for it, okay? Because that's his comfort thing, and it's not like he's drinking milk all day long, okay?
Right.
It's his thing, and I'm not gonna take it away. So the
Y
fuck,
punto.
yeah, y punto. I read a book And yeah, it took me like an hour and a half to put him down, but it was really nice because after that I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, okay, I can go do my skincare routine. I can go take a
Yeah.
shower."
Yeah.
This is so nice. I hung out with my husband, you
Oh,
guys.
that must have been
That
nice.
was so nice. We watched a show together. It was really nice. And then Blue
Mhm.
was like, "Well, I mean, I guess you can just sleep in our bed and, and I'm like, "No, I can't do that because if he wakes
Yeah.
up, it's going no, I need to make this as easy as possible for him. So
Mhm.
I'm going to sleep with him." So that's what I ended up
Yeah.
doing. He woke up a few times that
Mhm.
first night, but it wasn't bad.
Okay.
And we've been trying to do like 8 p.m. start the routine. So with the
Okay.
routine is bath, bottle, book, sleep.
Okay.
Then yesterday we did the thing again. Yeah, last night was brutal.
Mhm.
I tried putting him down at 7:30 is when we started the routine. So bath, Blue wasn't home, so he couldn't help me. He went on a guys' night, as he should because he hasn't had one
Mhm.
in forever. And then I must when did I text you? Like 9:30 or 10 o'clock? Literally two
Think
over two
yeah.
hours later is when he
Mhm.
fell asleep. It was rough. It was
Yeah.
really rough. He was just not he was like playing and then at one point he was screaming and then he was crying and then laughing. Eventually got him down.
Mhm.
And he was down for like a good 2 hours. I went downstairs, I had the baby monitor on and it was nice. Then went to sleep with him and then the whole night he woke up in the middle of the night, must have been like midnight, screaming.
Mhm.
I think he had a night
Okay.
terror because he
Okay,
woke up out of
maybe.
nowhere and he was like, Dad, Dad, like he was calling for Blue.
Hmm.
And at first, I kind of just let it ride out to see if he would fall back asleep, but no, it was really bizarre. And that he was going
Mhm.
like this, so teething. We're still dealing with the
Yeah.
teething thing.
Yeah.
So it was a long night. Like it took me like maybe an hour to put him back down. And then he
Okay.
woke up one more time for water, I think it was. And then he woke up for the day like around 7:30 or so. So that's where we're at right
Okay.
now. So
Yeah.
tonight's going to be night 3. So
Okay.
we'll see.
Yeah. And like I said, each day is going to get better. Right now it's something new. Like now he knows what to expect. He
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna sleep here? What? Excuse me?
right.
But each day is going to get better. So
I
just hang
hope
in
so.
there.
I did want to say that I do feel like a failure because after I had put him down,
Mhm.
I was like, I'm just gonna put him in my bed because I need to sleep at that
Oh,
point. I
right, right.
And he was sleeping on me for like a minute because of the
Mhm.
teeth thing, the pressure
Right.
and all that.
Right.
So I do feel like I kind of cheated. I don't know.
No, no, I mean, I too felt like that every time I would do that with Thane. All of his therapists will be like, once you break it, you just start
Pick.
back from
Okay.
like day one and
Okay.
you continue until eventually it'll be good. And I will say, so my quick co-sleep
Yeah.
summary, just like you, we didn't start right away. We started, I think, when he was maybe 4 months old, maybe 5 months old.
So up until that point, he was sleeping in the bassinet
He was sleeping in the bassinet or like crib or
or
the
crib. Okay.
playpen. Yeah, he was sleeping in his own area,
Wow.
but we started co-sleeping because Abraham and I, we weren't sleeping. We both were working.
Because
I couldn't
he would
func
constantly wake up.
Yeah, he was constantly just
Okay.
waking up for a bottle, took forever to go back down. So it was just a lot. And I think one night we put him in our bed and he slept through the whole night and like we were able to sleep. So it kind of was just like, I know this is dangerous. I don't
Yeah, that's how it
recommend
was for
to
us
like
too. Yeah.
anyone,
Yeah.
but like if I'm gonna get just a little bit of sleep and I have
Yeah.
to go to work, then by all means, fine. Like let's just do this.
Yeah.
So we did, and honestly, he's been sleeping. Him and Cyrilla have been sleeping in our bed ever since. At one point, Cyrilla was sleeping by herself in the crib, putting herself to sleep, and it was amazing. And then at 18 months, she was going through that
The sleep
terrible
regression.
sleep regression, and I'm like, enough. Put her in our bed. So actually, no, I lied. Let me
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
retract.
Go for it.
Um, we put her crib next to our bed.
That's right.
So it was like up against the wall. Our
Yeah.
bed was pushed next to her, so she had her own space. So
Okay.
all I did was like put my hand on her chest or like cuddled with her, but she was still on in her crib and I was on my bed. So
Mhm.
we did that for a while up until she started to climb off and I'm like, okay, well now this is becoming like dangerous. Like she can fall off our bed now. So then
Yeah.
it was, "Let's take the crib out, let's put her crib mattress on the floor." So then
Yeah.
it was like, "Okay, Thane, now it's time for you to go on the floor with your crib mattress." That was a shit show. And we tried to do the whole floor bed for, like, a couple of months,
Mhm.
but it ended up being where she slept in her toddler mattress, then
Okay.
there was a twin-size mattress
Okay.
between another toddler-sized mattress
Got
for
it.
Thane.
Okay.
So for the longest time, Abraham and I, we were taking turns sleeping in
Mm.
this twin size bed between the two toddler beds. And then at some point, all the kids were coming on to like this
The
twin
middle,
size
yeah.
bed. So I was like, you know what? Let's just buy a full size bed, put it
Yeah.
next to our queen size bed.
Mhm.
This way, everyone is sleeping comfortable
Yeah.
and a little bit safer.
Yeah.
And yes, that has been working up until I have no flipping clue. Maybe the
Mm.
beginning of January or when Abraham lost his job. I think
Yeah.
that's when it like stopped because now the kids are with me in this twin size bed and I have no space and Abraham
Oh.
gets to sleep in this full size bed by himself. So
The husbands have it good, y'all. Right. At least right now, because these few days that I've been like not sleeping, like blues over here in our king size bed, sleeping. Granted, though, he
That's
does wake up though, and Grayson wakes up. So,
oh okay. Okay.
but
But yeah, all in all, I would never recommend someone to co-sleep or to room
no,
share. Like it's just
no,
don't do it because now I can't get them out of my bed and it's going to be 10
it's
times
hard.
worse when we transition to their own rooms, having
I
them
know.
sleep there
It's
by
so hard. Guys, we
themselves.
have no tips, okay? Just a quick
Yeah.
disclaimer. We don't have tips, okay? We're just sharing our
Yeah.
experience and how difficult and challenging this has been for us. And we want to shed
Right.
light to it because
Right.
we know other moms are going through the same thing. So I feel like
Mhm.
this is a good opportunity to vent and share what we've been
Yeah.
dealing with for so long,
Yeah, I feel like that's why some like I would um try to do TikToks to put on our podcast account. I'm like, why do I look so sad? I'm like,
Oh,
why are my eyes so droopy? I'm like, cause you're fucking
tired.
tired. I'm like, oh my gosh, you look so tired. Like it's real.
Lack of
Like
sleep, yeah.
lack of sleep is crazy. And I almost feel like, when I first heard about co-sleeping, it was like you get better sleep, you get more sleep. The fuck I don't.
I feel like
Excuse my French.
when they're babies,
Right, but
yes.
even then, I was
Even
waking
then,
up.
yeah.
I slept with my glasses on in a very uncomfortable position,
I
so
was
that
just
when my
paranoid.
arm
Yeah.
fell asleep, I would wake up,
Yep.
go like this, make sure he's breathing, and go back to that on that position and repeat. Like I didn't get much. I mean, I got a little bit more sleep, but I still
Mhm.
was tired. You know.
I know. It's so hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's really difficult. Like lack of
It.
sleep just like it really affects it affects your mental health. It just if
Mhm.
it's so bad.
It's so bad. So like I almost wish I had gone through just putting him in the crib,
Same. Like
like
suck it
waking
out.
up, like just stuck it out
Same.
because
If I can go back, that's what I would have
now
done too.
I only did that because the job I was working with was like I need you to when you're here, I need you to be like 100%. So I almost felt like it's like shit, I have to do whatever it is I have to do here
And you
so
were
that
a
I can
first time
give.
mom.
And I was a first time mom trying to figure everything out.
Aw.
And it's just like,
I'm so sorry. You must have felt like so like fuck,
I came
I
home
can't do
mad.
anything right. I can't do anything
Right,
right.
right. And then just on top of like truly feeling I couldn't do anything right at home, now I
Yeah.
can't do anything right at
Aw.
work. And mind you, like if I wasn't just like a simple office desk, like I worked in HR. I
Mhm.
was identified as a leader in the company. So it's like
Mhm.
My God. Like,
Yeah.
if I look back and now I don't even work for this company anymore to say that all this co-sleeping stuff
Mhm.
was worth it. So I almost wish I would have just,
Mhm.
showed up to work, done bad, and just blame it on, well, I'm a mom and sleep regression suck. What am I
Mhm.
supposed to like
Like this
do?
is real life.
Right, right. Like, sorry you don't have kids for you to understand, but like this is life. So I
Mhm.
almost wish I kind of just had the strength and the courage just to
Yeah.
suck it up,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
I
know?
know. I know. I wish I can go back to and just yeah, I would have handled things a lot different. But what are you gonna do? Like,
Right. I can't change the past. So the only thing I could do is
yeah.
just think about present self. And right now,
Mhm.
present self is not ready to have my kids out. And I did it for some time and I would still like wake up, make sure they were breathing, make sure they were covered with a
Yeah.
blanket. I'm still doing the same things I'm doing with them co-sleeping.
I know.
So it's like, what's the real difference?
That is true. But since we've been talking, so I don't want to say negatively
I
about,
know.
but any positives to or benefits to our co-sleeping situations? Because I know for me, like
Hmm.
Grayson and I have this bond that like
Yeah.
it's just I'm his comfort, and I don't.
Hmm.
Maybe it's not because of co-sleeping, but maybe it is. I don't know what it is, but I'm like
Yeah.
his comfort, like when it
Yeah.
comes to
His safe haven.
yeah. Do your
Hmm.
kid you feel the same way with your kids?
Absolutely. There are times they're like, I want mommy, daddy, go down. They want me to put them to sleep. They want to be all cuddled up next to me. And I
Yeah.
I I
I
love
know.
that. I
Yeah.
love hearing good night, mommy, good night, sister, good night, brother. And we're just there cuddling. And then I take that time to be like, did you have a good day today?
Yeah.
Were you happy with whatever I made you? Are you
Oh.
excited for tomorrow? Okay, I love you. And then I'll go on to like Fane, like, how was school? Was school,
Mhm.
I just take that time to truly like check up on my kids and validate them that they're a good kid. Doesn't matter what happened today. There's, you're loved, you're safe, you're this. And then when he does have
Mhm.
night
You're
terrors,
right there.
I'm right there. I'm hugging him and I'm whispering to him, you're safe, you're loved,
Well, see, that alone
you're
makes it worth
good.
it, Amaris. That alone makes it
Right.
worth it.
Right. And that's why I'm not ready for them to leave. And I know sure as hell Abraham is not ready for them to leave the bed because he loves it.
Yeah.
He loves it. He's like, I have my whole world in my hands. Why
Oh.
would I give this up? Like, there are times where Thane is like knocked out and he's like rolling like onto you and like hugging you tight, and you're just like, this boy truly loves us. Like, he has a happy life. And like, even though he doesn't say much,
You
he's telling
know. Yeah,
us
yeah.
so much right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
why would I want to give that up if that's the only way my child can tell me I love you?
I
You
feel
know
the
what I
same
mean?
way. I feel the same way. And I feel like you saying all this makes me feel
Mhm.
like I don't even think I have processed this whole transition. Maybe because it's because
Right.
I've been falling asleep with him.
Right. Right.
So maybe once he gets to that point that he's like falling asleep on his own and he's on his own through the night, like maybe it'll hit me. Like it hasn't really
Mhm.
hit me yet because I'm still right next
Right.
to him.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I totally agree with you. Like the whole bond thing, and I do think it attributes to the whole co-sleeping thing.
Right.
You know.
Right. So I don't I as negative as I probably sound, I don't
I know.
regret it
Same.
too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just the when they wake up in the middle of the night and like I'm in the middle of cleaning because like that's the only time I have to clean with like Clorox because you're trying to disinfect all these germs. They're like up and it's like, oh my gosh, like now I need to
Mhm.
quickly wash my hands, go upstairs.
I know.
And by the time it's like 11, 12, 1 a.m., I was like, well, I might as well stay up here. And
Yeah.
then I haven't done any self care routine. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, like this
I
is
know.
not good.
I know. It's tough because like as hard as it is and as much as we complain, like we're still willing to sacrifice it for so
Right.
that our kids are happy.
Right.
And I
Right.
know and I know that we have to be a little bit selfish and it
Mhm.
Is it affecting our sleep? 100%. Is it affecting our mental health? 100%. But
Mhm.
we're still sacrificing it all for our children so that they're
Right.
happy and they're comforted and they're nurtured.
Mhm. I can tell you one thing, like, Cirilla knows if she doesn't want to talk to someone or give someone a hug, like she will look at me and like come to me, and I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah, I love that.
It's fine. She wants me. She doesn't want her dad.
Hmm.
And I love that. I think co-sleeping does bring this like what's the word?
Bond.
Yeah, this bond between your kids that like I don't think you'll be able to get that if they weren't co-sleeping.
And I feel like you might as well enjoy it because like
Mhm.
this time is so short. Like they're
Right.
it's not gonna be like this forever at all.
Right, right.
You
Like I think I
know?
have like a good 2 more years of enjoying it, and then
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's going to be gone,
It's sad. Hmm.
So I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, I will say this though, if I do
Yeah.
decide to have another kid, another baby, they're going on in the bassinet.
Yeah.
Grayson was my little, co-sleeping buddy, but I'm not doing
Right,
that with
right.
another
Yeah.
baby. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna put myself through that
Yeah.
again.
Right. And by then hopefully Grayson is sleeping in his own room,
We'll see, girl. We'll see.
you know.
Yeah.
He might just want to. He might just be like, "All right, bye."
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I
Yeah.
really don't know. It's crazy to think that in a few, I mean, he's already saying words. He's already
Mhm.
kind of talking, but it's crazy how like one day in a
Mhm.
few months he's gonna be full on like talking in full
Mm.
sentences. That is like mind boggling to me.
Yeah.
He's gonna have opinions. It's just weird. It's so
Mhm.
weird. This is like
Yeah.
a weird transition, like 18 months. It's like they're not a
Mhm.
baby, but they're not a big kid. They're kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting age, I have to tell you. It
Oh
really
yeah.
is.
Oh yeah, it's cute to see too because you see more of like their personality, what they like, what they don't like what they truly don't like, you
Yes.
know?
And they're
And
just
then
so smart. Like the way, I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know. I like,
Mhm.
for example, this is like so minuscule, but we went on a family walk today and I told him, okay, we're gonna go outside. He's like, outside, outside. I'm like, yes, yes, let's put our clothes on. So he knows a routine. We put pants on because lately, my boy doesn't like to wear clothes on if we're
Keep
not
the
going anywhere. He's just in a diaper all day long. But puts on the pants, the shirt, and then it was beautiful outside. So obviously he doesn't need a coat, whatever.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, let's go. And he disappears for a second. I'm like, where the hell did he go? He gets his coat. His coat was like on a chair
Oh,
somewhere. He's like bringing it over to like give it to me to put on. I'm like, oh, this kid's so smart. Like my kid's a genius.
yeah. Yeah.
It's like so cool. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
overreacting, but
Yeah, because he's used to that routine, that repetition of doing it over and over and over again. That's why with this whole sleepy thing, it's like the
yeah.
more you do it, they get used to it. I will tell you,
Yeah.
I think if Thane understood what was happening,
Mm-hmm.
he would be in a bed. Like the first time I tried, which was 2 years ago, and then I
Yeah.
stopped, and
Yeah.
then I tried a year later.
Mm-hmm.
I think if he understood that he's not in trouble, he's not bad, this is just your space where you sleep,
Yeah. Yeah.
he will be sleeping in a bed. But because he's autistic,
Just
it's a
yeah.
little bit difficult for him to understand
Makes
what's
sense.
going on. With
Yeah.
Cirilla, she was able to go to sleep by
Yeah.
herself
Wow.
because she understood. Whereas Stain is like, why is this happening? What did I do wrong? Like you could just
I
see it in
get you.
his
Yeah.
face
That
and
makes
his
sense.
tears.
That makes a hundred
Yeah.
percent sense. Yeah.
So, for me, when I get sleep advice, I'm just like, well, I know we're not talking about autistic children, so
Yeah, I'm not
it
the
doesn't work
person
out for
to,
me.
yeah, same. Like, don't come to me for advice when it comes to sleep because my
Yeah.
son, another thing, when it comes to naps, we contact nap
Yeah.
every day. It is what it is. Again,
Mhm.
don't come at me. Don't come at me. It's what works for us. And you know what?
Right.
I've learned to embrace it because it's the one time a day that forces me to slow the fuck down.
Yeah.
It forces me. And like, he's not going to be contact napping for when he's 16 years old. Like he's not going to be doing that shit. So might as well enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's
Right, right.
true.
No, no, you're right. You're right. No, I do. There are times where I'm just like, it
It's
feels to
hard. It
have
is
her
hard,
sleep
but
on my chest.
yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, when they not I don't like when they're sick, but when they are sick and they want
Yeah.
to contact
Oh,
mom,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
I
they
know.
feel safe right here. I'm just gonna put a little blanket on them and we're gonna be right here,
Yeah,
safe
because those
together.
moments are not gonna last forever. So
No, it's
you gotta
like you
cherish
said,
them.
at 16 years old, they're gonna be like, I want to go
Bye.
to my room.
Yes.
I already got Vicks on my chest.
I'm
Goodbye. I don't need you.
gonna go
Stop
see my
taking my
girlfriend.
temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like it's not gonna last long, so I'm gonna enjoy it,
No, I know.
you know.
Yeah. But anything else that you want to share regarding
Let me
sleep? I feel like
think.
I said everything I needed to
Oh,
What?
I have a story.
Oh,
So
shut up.
I do you you love that. So are you at the stage where Grayson smacks or punches the shit out of you and it wakes you up?
Yes.
Okay. So last night, I
Oh,
mean, Thane
shit.
wasn't sleeping, but we were co-sleeping. And there are random times
Mm-hmm.
he will wake up in the middle of the night with a burst of energy. And I've been told that autistic individuals don't need as much sleep as
Mm.
neurotypical. So I'm just like, makes
Oh,
sense. I
yeah.
wish I could be like that, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
So Thane was up, filled with energy. It's 3 something in the morning.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like this on and off sleeping. I
Yeah.
see this kid's head come almost straight to my face, and I was like, stop right there. So I like my hand, my hands were on his head,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of like pushed him to the side, and I was like, you need to chill. And he
It's
was
like
just there.
sometimes you know when a punch or a kick or something is
It's
coming.
coming.
You know when it's coming. You
Yeah.
could be dead asleep, but you feel it. You feel it. Like
Yeah.
isn't that crazy?
Oh, it's
Because you're
insane.
so
So
used to sleeping next to them, so you know.
right. So I was just like, buddy, you gotta calm down and breathe.
Yeah.
And he's just there, like, just screaming from like
Oh my gosh.
happiness. I'm just like, I called Abraham. I was like, I don't know where you are, but I know you're not in this full size bed. I was like, you need to come upstairs, come get this kid and deal with this. Cause
Oh
I
my
almost got
god.
headbutted so bad. I've been punched. There was a week he
Oh.
punched me so many times on my nose. I think I'm actually now have like trouble breathing because I don't know if you hear that. Like I just can't.
Yeah,
I think he
yeah.
did something a
See,
couple
for me,
months
it's the
ago.
lip. Anytime you see me with a bruised lip, it's my son.
Mm, it's,
Blame it on my son. Every time. It's happened so many
yeah.
times. Like I'll have this busted ass lip.
There's one time he like socked me in the eye, and I was like, "That's all I need, is to be socked. I need these glasses to see. So
He
now I can't see."
he broke Blue's glasses.
Oh shit!
Blue doesn't
No,
have
how
glasses. I know. That's so
does he
sad.
need them?
Yeah, he needs them. He's blind as a bat. But
Oh my
he has
gosh!
contacts. But
Oh, I'm not doing that.
which he doesn't he has no choice right now. So
Oh my gosh!
until he's able to get new glasses, yeah, Grayson broke them.
Yeah, that's my word. I keep my old glasses just in case if that happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think now I have like breathing problems
That's
because like there was
crazy.
a week where he I think there was one time he like backhanded my nose, and then he like kneed me in my nose, and I remember like waking up like, oh my god, and for like
He probably
weeks my nose
fractured
hurt.
it.
Maybe, but like
That is true. You
that's
are a little nasally. I just thought that because you're always
yeah.
sick, but
That's what I thought too. And then, like, I came to realize I'm like, I kind of feel like I have problems breathing. And
oh
then I
my
was like, maybe
god.
I'm just overweight. But I'm like, no, I mean, yes, I
No.
am. But like, not to the point where I'm going to have breathing problems,
No, hell no.
And then, like, now that I'm on
You put
TikTok,
two and two together.
I put two and two together. I was like, I bet it was that time where he socked me in the freaking nose. I bet you it was. But yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, girl.
And
Damn.
sometimes it like hurts too. Like right now, it's like freaking hurting me. It's weird.
You might want to get that
So
checked.
I mean, what are they going to do? Give me a nose job?
No. I don't know, but maybe something's up. I don't know. Get some
I mean,
x-rays
I
or
know
something.
I know. I mean, my dad has gotten his nose broken many times. I'm just like, he's fine. He's still breathing. Does he have sinus issues? Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, so co-sleeping
Co-sleeping.
is freaking dangerous. Don't do it.
Yeah. It's dangerous
Mm-mm.
for us, not the other
It's
way around.
dangerous for us, for real.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
to end this, because I know co-sleeping is like controversial.
It is very.
I It's very controversial. Don't come at us.
No.
We are not telling people to do it. I'm advising
No.
you
Don't
not.
do it. Don't do it.
NOT, not do it. Don't do it. It's highly dangerous. Just don't do it. Don't
But also
take it.
do what's best for you and your family too, because
I don't want blood on my hands, so don't fucking do it.
all right. You're
I
right.
want someone listening to this podcast. Although girls do it, so
They
it's
said it,
fine.
so yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah. No, no, no. Want no
no,
part of
no.
it.
I'm telling y'all right now, do not do it. And that's all.
Hmm.
That's all. But
Well, it felt good to
I
get
don't think.
everything off our chest, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've also been telling this to people. Like, I
I
do have
don't. You're the.
friends.
I only
I
vent to you
do.
about it. I only vent to you about it.
I do have friends who, they co-sleep with their kids too because similar situations. They're just
Hmm.
like, this is the only way I'm able to get
Yeah.
any sleep, and they hate it too. I mean, they feel
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
same way. It's like a
Yeah.
love-hate
It
relationship.
it is
They
definitely a
can't.
love hate relationship. That's exactly what
Mm-hmm.
it is. A love hate relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then there's like another friend who was like, hell no, I do not want them in my bed. They're
Right.
gonna be
Yeah.
in their
Yeah.
cribs. They're gonna figure this shit out. I'm like, good for you. I'm like, you go, mom. As tough as it is for you to
Yeah.
tell me right
Seriously.
now, you're doing it
That's
right. You're doing
amazing.
it
I
good.
wish I had
Just
the strength to do that, to just like be like,
that's what
figure it
I
out.
say.
I
Right.
wish.
I wish I had that strength. So I'm always like
Hmm.
giving them a round of applause for
Hell
like
yeah.
not putting them in their bed
Hmm.
because this is just the co-sleeping is just the easy way out for us.
I know.
I don't want to deal with much. So yeah.
So yeah, guys. Thanks for listening to our
Thanks for
shenanigans.
for real this vent session.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please follow our accounts to stay updated with content.
Mhm.
Kathy and I have our own personal TikTok, so if you want to go check that out, this girl is on her sourdough journey.
I
So
am.
it's looking cute. It's
Thanks,
making me want to
girl.
do it, but like I don't because like I don't got time
I'm
for that
I'm gonna
shit.
put you on it. I'm gonna put you on it.
You might if I come over and you give me like a good breakfast sandwich, I just might.
I got you. I got you.
Just might. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening and have a good Thursday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.